What's going on, guys? It's AquaLeaderJesse. Welcome to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. When I started playing Phoenix Wright on the channel, I started getting to thinking, like, hey, another series that, well, I guess Ace Attorney only started in the US and on the DS, started in Japan on the Game Boy Advance, but another major DS series that I never started or tried and I haven't touched a single piece of is Professor Layton. Something I've always wanted to try, but I never really did. So I was like, why not do that one too? So we're gonna be playing some Professor Layton. It's a new game. From what I understand, it tends to be very story based and has a lot of puzzles. Is it gonna have me like write it? Oh, A, E, no, E, no, E, S, S. There we go. I could have just typed it the regular way, but to my dear friend Jesse.
The things we saw that day in the village became a secret we would have to keep from everyone for the rest of our lives. Because, you see...
Oh, we got some FMV in here? Alright. Alright, so we got Herschel, I think is Professor Layton's first name, and he has a boy I don't know the name of. But I know he's on all the box arts, so he's got to be a pretty primary character.
I don't understand, Professor. Why are we going to help solve an inheritance dispute?
Luke, my boy, do you really think I would take on such an ordinary request as that? Oh no, this is an altogether unique and exciting situation, and it has piqued my intellectual curiosity. But I suppose it would be best to explain the case before we arrive at our destination. 2 months ago, Baron Augustus Reinhold passed away.
Okay. Let me turn that up a bit. Kind of quiet. Make the game audio a little louder here.
Shortly after his death, his will was disclosed. The contents of it were fascinating, to say the least. The Reinhold family treasure, the golden apple, is hidden somewhere within this village. To
Okay.
whomever successfully locates this treasure, I offer the whole of my estate. Naturally, those who attended the reading immediately set out in search of the golden apple.
Okay.
But in the end, everybody came back empty-handed. It turns out that no one had even heard of such a treasure existing, until its mention in the will.
Wow, that's some puzzle, all right.
Quite. Augustus Reinhold staked his entire fortune just to create one more puzzle before his death. What a perplexing individual. I wish I could have met him while he was still alive.
It certainly sounds like you two would have gotten along, Professor. By the way, just what is this golden apple anyhow?
Some speculate it's a rare antique, while others say it could be a gem, yet its identity remains elusive. But Luke, I can't shake the feeling that this matter is linked to some larger mystery, something huge.
Aha! Is that your famous intuition acting up again, Professor?
Well, our first step is getting to town.
This is all so exciting! I hope St. Mystere is ready for the famous archaeologist and puzzle-solving detective, Herschel Layton.
Oh, Luke, you know as well as I do that I am no detective. Augustus Reinhold's wife, Lady Dahlia, has asked me to investigate the situation. It seems she came across my name by chance when reading an article about me in the papers.
And you immediately decided to take her up on her request, huh?
Oh, well, Luke, a true gentleman never refuses the request of a beautiful lady.
If you say so, Professor.
We should be nearing the town by now. Look at the map in the envelope and help me with directions.
You got it. What in the... What's this?
Lady Dahlia seems to have given us a test. We'll need to decipher this map in order to find the village. She wants to see if we're capable of cracking the mystery surrounding the Reinhold fortune. Care to give it a go, Luke?
I will do my best. A puzzle like this should be a snap for the apprentice of the great Professor Layton.
Very well then, Luke. I'll leave this one to you. Think of it as a warm-up for things to come.
Alright. This puzzle's worth 10 Pika Rats? Where's the town? The village is on a road that leads to no other towns. I look forward to seeing you there. Just tell us to draw a circle around the right village and touch submit. On a road that leads to no other towns? And make sure I'm just not idiot. Yeah. Draw a circle around the town. Let's show selection types of thing. Okay. This one.
Well, here's my guess. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Alright. I did it. Let's go. That's correct. The only town that isn't connected by roads to another town is the one in the upper left area of the map. Looks like you're all ready to start solving puzzles.
There we go. Now we should be able to make our way to the village.
Right you are. We should see it on the horizon any moment now.
Huh? Professor, do you mean to say you already figured out the town's location?
I'm afraid I couldn't help myself. A basic puzzle like that is easy enough to solve with a glance. Anyhow, you'd best gather your things, Luke. We've arrived.
And that was one of the easiest puzzles I've ever done in a puzzle game, so... I really hope there's not a lot of vertical needed aspects to this, so I kind of counted on there not being. Interesting. It appears that this drawer reaches the entrance to the village. We're stuck on the outside. What should we do, Professor? Me, my horrible British voice. Oh, look over there. There's a man standing on the other side of the river. Maybe he can help us. Good day, sir. We'd very much like to gain access to the village. Could you please drop the bridge for us? Do I look like the sort to go dropping the bridge for a bunch of fancy-looking outsiders? You got a lot of nerve. We received a letter of invitation from Lady Dahlia. I don't suppose that changes things, does it? Lady Dahlia? Well then, I'd sure like to lower the bridge for you, Mr. Fancy Pants. The engine is busted. I can only move this plastic bridge with the hand crank. There's all these infernal slots I could put the crank in, but I got no clue which one to use. So smart guy, you got any idea which one's the right one? Alright, puzzle time. 15 out of 15 Pika Rats. There's no way to lower the bridge and get across without inserting the crank into the correct slot. Use the slot to fix the crank shown below. Number 1.
That should do it.
Yeah, I got it.
The puzzle has an answer.
I'm all the way up to 25 Pika Rats, baby. I have so many freaking Pika Rats at the end of this. I'll take the crank and its silhouette shown here in orange becomes the mirror of the slot displayed. Right. Oh, it's just explaining why it's right. Okay. Nice job. Now drop that bridge. That'll do it. Hold on a second. I'll let her down. Gonna say it again. Just don't feel right not letting outsiders into St. Mystere. But if your Lady Dahlia's guess, I guess I'd better. At least give her my regards, you hear? Yes, we finally arrived in St. Mystere. I'm so excited. I wonder what mysteries await us here. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Just be careful not to let your excitement cloud your ability to analyze your surroundings. I say, this is a perfect time to explain to you how to move about during our investigation. With that shoe-shaped icon in the lower right portion of the touchscreen and tap with your stylus. After you do this, a set of arrows will appear on screen. Tap 1 to head in that direction. So remember, when you want to move, just tap the shoe. Go on then, give it a try. But I want to talk to these people. Oh, I can't. Okay, let's go. Okay. What a dandy set of fellows you two are. Must be new to St. Mystere, eh? My name's Stuction Scarfin, and I've got some advice for you. Go tap that barrel back there with your stylus. Don't ask questions, just do it. The wiggling barrel? Found a hint coin. Looked good, didn't it? Around these parts, that's what we call a hint coin. When you find yourself up against a doozy of a puzzle, you want a hint. Trust me on this one, fellows. And it's just those times when you want to use a hint coin to purchase a hint. I bet you think puzzles will be a breeze now, eh? Think again. There are a limited number of hint coins in this world. So don't go wasting coins on any old riddles. Because if you do, when you come across a real stumper, you'll be sorry. Real sorry. Mind you, hint coins won't always be stuffed inside barrels. Check any object that seems suspicious. Got all that? Good. Be seeing you around. Oh, hello. A pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Saint Mystere, where our local expert is the puzzle. Or export, rather, not expert. Oh, before I forget. Ow! You should know that every time you solve a puzzle, you earn a set number of Pika Rats. I know I'm fucking rolling in them. I'm bathing in Pika Rats right now. I'm getting so many goddamn Pika Rats. The more Pika Rats a puzzle is worth, the tougher the puzzle will be. They say lovely things happen when you gather enough Pika Rats. Imagine that, a reward for solving puzzles. For practice, try this little riddle that your hat reminded me of. Think good and hard before you answer. Alright. Puzzle number 3. Strange hats. Okay. For 10 Pika Rats. These 4 top hats are all the same height, but the length of each brim is different. In other words, the hats are equally tall but varying width. One of these 4 hats has a brim and height that are the same length. Which hat is it? Let's see. I'm gonna say C.
Luke, here's my answer.
Damn it.
Oh, how
Too bad.
embarrassing.
Look at things again. I'm probably not gonna get 10 Pika Rats now. Damn it. It's gotta be this one then. This one seems too wide though.
That should do it.
Oh, it's still wrong.
Frankly,
So it was too wide.
ashamed.
Only 5 Pika Rats? Must be this one then.
That should do it.
That did not seem right.
Has an answer.
That's right, a very famous optical illusion. An optical illusion is a visual phenomenon where your eyes perceive things differently. I know what an optical illusion is. What's the world coming to when you can't even trust your own eyes? Oh, bravo! I think you've got the hang of this. If you try your options one by one, you'll eventually find the answer. However, you'll also encounter lots of puzzles that can't be solved by simply trying all the answers. If you answer incorrectly, the Pika Rats you can earn from a puzzle decrease. Tough stuff, hmm? It goes to show how important it is to think for yourself and find the answer on your own. Well then, best of luck to you two. Or to you. I'll be rooting for you two. Tapping everything that moves. Alright, well, I guess onward we go. I've been thinking, Professor. Shouldn't we be keeping a record of our investigation? You've brought up a very good point, Luke. Let me explain to you about how to go about saving your game. First, tap your stylus on the trunk in the upper right corner of the touchscreen. This trunk contains all manner of information that you can access by tapping icons. Touch the icon marked save to save your game. Tap the journal icon to read over notes about our adventure in Saint Mystere. Next we have the puzzle index icon. Tap it to view all the puzzles you've encountered. Puzzles you've solved have a check next to them. Puzzles you've seen but haven't solved are blank. You can retry the puzzles you've solved from this screen. Retry puzzles that you haven't solved yet. You must return to the actual site of the puzzle. Don't be afraid to use the items in the trunk to help our investigation. It'll be second nature soon enough. Enough explanation for now. Let's make our way to Reinhold Manor. Arrow marks a path from the map. All we need to do is head in the correct direction. Excuse me. Lead the way, Professor. In Ronald Manor on the east side of town. Save your progress? Okay. Oh, I was hoping it would linger there for a second. Alright. I think that's going to be where I cut off this first episode. So that is going to be all for now for Professor Layton and the Curious Village. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.